Hello everyone. Okay, so this is Ziki and I'm back with another video introduction to China. And in this video, I am going to be talking about a question that a lot of people are always asking me. Do you eat meat in China? And what kind of meat do you eat in China? Do they eat dogs and this? But anyway, let me just tell you this. I have never seen anybody eating a dog, but of course there is some area, some parts of China where they do eat dogs, but we have heard in the news, plenty of time that it was banned, during COVID and anything. But now I'm going to be talking about the processed meat industry in China. Okay, now each time I walk into a supermarket to buy meat, I stop and think, how? What kind of meat is this? Is it meat? Is it beef? Is it pork? What is it exactly? Anyway, so now let's take a look at this particular video as I introduce you to the Chinese processed meat industry. Okay, the processed meat market covers a whole lot of types of meats. That is, we are talking of smoked meat, salted, cured, or just given chemical preservatives. Okay, this segment is also divided into three types. That is ham and bacon, okay, sausages, and then cold and roast meat products. All right, this is a very, very huge market. Okay, it's a very, very huge market. Oh, the types of meat is you find yourself poultry, beef, pork, mutton, and then we also have got seafood, that is fish and all these other kinds, right? They can be found chilled, frozen, canned. Okay, now pork dominates the market menu in China. So if you don't eat pork, you have to ask when you get here, what kind of meat is this? Usually pork is the main menu in China. In 2021 alone, there was about 57 million tons of pork which was consumed in China, which accounts to 60% of the total meat consumption. So pork is a huge deal in China. And again, beef is very, very limited. Okay, beef is very, very limited in China because, they get their beef from Argentina, Brazil, Australia, Uruguay, and New Zealand. Those are the 5 main suppliers of beef in China. Now, let's continue with our video. All right. Now, the processed meat industry in China had about 8.45 billion US dollars in 2023, and most of the revenue was generated through offline sales. Only about 9.4% was online. Okay, now about 544 million kgs of cold and roast meat products were consumed, and of which about 102 million kgs were sausages. Okay, now as we move on, like I said before, we foreigners are in big trouble because most of the time when we walk into a restaurant, we ask the questions, what kind of meat do you have? I want beef, because beef is what most of us, we used to. I want beef, but of course, when you get into a restaurant and you ask for beef, do you think they're going to say no? Of course not. They'll tell you, yes, this is beef. But any place where you go to and you buy meat that is very cheap and they say it to be beef, then you're probably not eating beef because beef is expensive in China. I've already spoken about that China gets its beef mainly from outside the country. 5 countries are the main suppliers of beef in China. I've already spoken about that. So next time, when you get into China and then you find very cheap beef, then maybe you're eating pork or something else. Okay, so this is all I have for you, my friends, about the meat market in China. And today I just spoke about the processed meat industry. Just briefly, this is not all the details that are there. This is not all the statistics that is there, but I just gave you a brief, brief information about the processed meat industry in China. Like I said, they also have the fresh meat market in China, which is also very, very huge with a revenue of about 260.4 billion US dollars, okay, in 2023. So it's also a very, very huge market. But I just wanted to talk about the segment of processed meat, which most of us, we are always, in contact with, or we always, because this is like the ready to consume kind of things that we have in our shops and in our markets on the daily market. Okay, my name is Ziki, and until I come back again with another video introduction to China, subscribe and stay.